Guess it'd help if I added myself to the stage before we went live, y'all. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. No intro today, it's just a disruption. Welcome in, y'all. We're gonna network for a bit. Give me a second, y'all. It wasn't the greatest of weekends. I had to make some difficult decisions, so on a day's work. All right, let's go up and see who was here first. Oops, not yet. That would be Vine's face, Myra Elenial. So let's see. Yeah, it was a bit over 2 hours ahead of time. And then we had Jessica. Say hi, everyone. And she was just over the hour, right? Let's see if Myra come back in. She did. All right, so first in chat is Jessica Dumpster Girl, and she shared us out. So, mister, if you wouldn't mind...
Yep, I'll get it wrote down. Just
write it in the notebook, y'all. I've stopped collecting names up here for right now because I've run out of room. And Mister's box collection over there, as I like to say it, about over half of it's leaving this coming week. The rest of it we're going to open and we're going to attempt to resell because I'm just done with it. Jessica's number is 22.
Are we doing a drawing?
I don't know yet, but we might. All right, and then we've got Buying Space. Hello, Steph G and Mr. Stephanie. Hey, everyone, and she shared us out as well.
All right, so shared out.
So Myra shared us out, and her number is 63. Hey, don't be a bum. Hit the thumb. I actually love that. Let's see. Hey, Donnelly. Welcome in, girl. What's up? She is. Myra is a poet and don't even know it. Maybe she does. Buying Space definitely has. She's interesting. I think some people figure her as one way, but if y'all go check out her playlist, there's a variety of things you'll get to know about Buying Space. She is. I don't know the right word. I want to say unique, but unique is too still. She's very interesting. She definitely has her spice to life, and I enjoy just getting to, have her in our chats. Hey, Kathy, what's up, girl? Welcome in. Ashley Reed, welcome in. Ashley. Let's see. I think Ashley, you got a spot up here on the wall. Let me show you. I'm trying to work on the background. I was at a point a little bit ago. I told Mister just bring me a trash can. I'll just start throwing because I'm really there. So Ashley, you have. I need to put some more stuff in the pockets. So that's probably the first thing I ought to do. But girl, you can pick E.
Pick a letter.
E through P, because you got some free jewelry coming your way.
And not this Wednesday, or not this Thursday, but next Thursday, all this giveaway stuff that we've been collecting is going.
Yeah, I can't make it happen this week, y'all. I had between the 4th and the 5th of our invoices go ignored. And I say ignored because they reviewed. Let's see. So next Thursday will be...
Right, not the Thursday coming up. It'll be the Thursday after my payday.
So
I'll package all that stuff and it's going.
All right. So I need to have my stuff together as far as the monthly giveaways, right?
Yeah, because I'm.
All right. So next Sunday. So how about next Sunday? Assuming I have time to go through and get for June. Yeah, June's right.
Yep.
Was it May and June?
May and June, yes.
May and June. All right, so we'll do the monthly giveaways for May and June next Sunday, y'all. At least one of the months we'll for sure get, if not both. It's
I know what that check's
interesting.
going to look like with the hours that's going to be on it. And 4th of July was the highest tip date of the year.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so any boxes that are sitting here, y'all,
It'd be the 17th, Myra.
The 17th. So we'll say the 17th and the 18th. Y'all have to be optimistic because Ellie is still recovering. And, there's still a lot up in the air as far as her health. And so we actually had a scare last night, not from the heat, but one of the places where they put a line in.
Yeah, I got you, Ashley. She's got to throw some jewelry up in there.
She must have bumped it or something, and the scab come loose. So yeah, we had a.
But she's not pouring blood or anything.
She hasn't. She hasn't. So we got the wound cleaned up, and we realized it was a scab that.
Oh, Jessica, I'll have a little something special for you coming because you have saved my butt the last week or so, dropping links and stuff for me.
So interesting enough, I think some of y'all know. I'm sorry, I'm up in chat, so I'm not in active chat right now. I have a package from Scooter Renee LLC and Harley. Now, most everything I purchased from Harley, we'll see in the last 2 weeks, right? Meaning, by the time you invoice, it goes to the carrier and it finally arrives. It's been almost 2 weeks.
You want to hand me jewelry and I'll drop it in these pouches.
Well, let's go with the loot bag.
Okay.
I need something to pour it in.
Give me a second.
Hey, wait. Okay. We'll just do it on here. Let's see. Dude, I have to be careful because I haven't processed this jewelry, so a lot of it could be seriously marked. Let's see. All right, those are earrings. You can put that up in one. That's a cool stone. You can put that in one. Those, I think we'll wait. That, for sure. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what this hour is supposed to kind of be for, is to network and work on stuff.
So that's what we're doing. Alrighty. There's those. Y'all, if anyone's in the butterflies, then, well, you're probably going to get it because chances are. Because this is like a whole butterfly collection.
So I need 2 more.
2 more.
I actually could just make it 3 more because we'll put 1 in after we pull.
Alright, give me a second and do that one. Give me a second. I give you 1, so you need 2 more, right?
Yep.
Alright, give me a second. There's that one. Let's throw some blue balls. They might be gray, but I think they're blue. Put those up there too.
All right. So Ashley picked letter E. So
So letter E.
And then
All right.
refill letter.
Ashley Reed, girl. These are lightweight. These are shepherd's hook. So shepherd's hook, silver toned, and they're lightweight.
Hey, Crack and Mary.
Hey, Crack and Mary, welcome in. These are lightweight, low key. So, all right, give me a second.
Balls, Myra.
Oh, I'm in the mood, Myra. If you happen to be one of a few folks that have me on another platform, just saying. There might be a photo up there that said something about something between Medea, Proverbs 31, and Harley Quinn, and you can guess who's winning today. Yeah, Steph's in a mood. And really trying not to let everything snowball. Give me a second because I still need to finish this up for Ashley Reed. That way I ain't going back later and having a whole meltdown because I ain't got my stuff together. Just saying, y'all. You know, it's interesting because a lot of us come from much different walks of life, but we have a lot of things similar regardless of our generation gaps and circumstances. But ultimately, you know, we all bleed red, I think, right? Whoop, whoop. Check this out. This was wait, I paid you back for this, right?
You did.
Okay, I was going to say it was a gift from Mr., but I actually paid him back. So I'd have probably waited on that, but hey, it's there now because that was not a Temu item. FYI, I purchased it at Walmart for almost, I think it was, let's see. The price isn't on it.
I just took it off.
So what was it, $7 to $10, right?
Well, I gotta figure out what I just did.
I've got a project to do with that because I don't like the gold hands. I mean, the gold's cool, but I like rainbow, so we're going to use nail polish and we're just going to go crazy with it, but not tonight. Tonight we're going to be over on Black Widow's web. I'm not sure who's all coming, but hey.
Good question. None of the tags that I pulled off had a price on it. It has the barcode.
You know, FYI, y'all, I went over to Dollar Tree this weekend because I had to get some package supplies because ultimately that's sometimes where I have to get them. A lot of things, the $1.25 was marked out and $1.50 put in its place. Dollar Tree is not dollar no more, y'all. It hasn't been in a while, and it's been about 2 or 3 months ago since they started rolling out the $1.50. But yeah, they were super going through the store yesterday to get it all switched. So, just saying. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to keep going down in chat because I've missed people, obviously. Y'all, I'm just cruising down chat really fast. So, FYI. So, yeah, and then Ashley, so I've got the earrings. I'm looking for a bag, but to be honest,
what is an old snowball called?
What's an old snowball called? Old water?
A glass of water.
A glass of water. At least I kind of had the words right, just kind of fast awkward. So.
Myra joke.
All right, Steph. All right.
See, ours went up to $1.25, which all their stickers say $1.25, but they literally were going through the store with a marker, marking out the $1.25 and putting $1.50 on it.
Yeah.
They didn't even send them stickers to put over them.
And we're talking seasonal items right now. That's what the $1.50 is over. But I would say like your laundry soaps and all that weren't going up yesterday, but I don't know how long they're doing that.
We have the 5 and 5 to 10 section.
No, 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
And I will tell you, the $3 section is growing. And no, it's not new merch as far as, new products coming in. It's the same product. It's from whatever it was to $3. Not complaining.
You're good, Myra.
Not complaining because, everybody needs to, but in turn,
most of that was brought on due to the tariffs.
the
Dollar
tariffs.
Tree, most of it's Chinese. It's
right.
like ordering from Temu or any of that. It's all
Chinese. I was on Temu yesterday because I got a notification because I haven't ordered from Temu since the whole tariff thing, whatever. And so, Temu, at least on my app, was for US. Hey, buddy. Well, I'm glad you made it home
about
safely.
Halfway over the bridge?
I just a second, I pegged, when we left you, I told Mister, when you get to the bridge, you'd be like, I should have got in the vehicle stuff.
I found a peacock feather, but it fell apart.
Ah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's hot and humid.
Go stand in front of a fan.
You'll
cool off.
These apartments over here, talking to the guy fixing his truck.
Yeah, we passed him.
He's actually in.
Hey, you cannot discuss people in our community. All right.
I'm gonna go sit down and watch
So,
TV.
it's a cool down and pump some water for real. Not like that. Not like that, dude.
Here, go get you a water bottle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Give him a prime. All right. I'm still digging through his drawer.
Don't drink very much out of it at all because this stuff is strong.
Hey, I'll just put it in here for now. I typically do not put things in Ziploc bags. I think in some instances it could be tacky.
Here, I didn't realize that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, I just need something to put these earrings. Thank you. I thought I was out of those.
No, the ones you had the other day.
Alrighty.
All the stuff you got for packing, stacked, I hung up here on the door. So
Awesome.
It wasn't there, but it's right here, which is right near my shipping department.
I had to restock on my jewelry boxes and all that good stuff. So
I've been sending a lot of them.
Alright, give me a second. I'm looking for a pin now. You know what? It don't even have to be a pin. It could be. I got something.
Okay, so I
I just need to. Because it can and it has happened, unfortunately, where something gets set in a box or a basket and it goes overlooked, not on purpose, but it does happen occasionally. And we got life up in the air right now. So Ashley Reed girl. I don't know that they'll come in. This will probably come in a jewelry box, just to be honest. Of course, it'll be a reusable, disposable jewelry box thing. But
the only way usually I ship stuff in just
I should
those
have
if I've got
some stuff for
happening.
Ashley already,
Yeah,
right?
it's down here in this basket. That's what I was saying. Just set it right down in here.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Got that going, and then I'm gonna go through.
Now that's awesome, Myra. Myra won one of the two old guys' jewelry lots today.
Ooh, now that's gonna be a treat. Alright, let me kick Ashley's down. So we got Robin By. We got Crack and Mary.
Crack and Mary was active in chat not too long ago.
We got Jessica. We got Dee from Daisy's Creations. We got Deb Pug. Mama.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
I know where to find her.
So do I. Same with Daisy's Creations. I haven't seen her in a while.
Well, technically I'd seen her, but I wasn't active in those chats.
So Kraken, Mary, and Jessica, if you guys are in, pick a letter. And Jessica, you get to keep it because I am going to send you a little something.
Well, she already knows she's got a box, and I ain't got that box sealed yet, so we're good there. That was the whole point of mentioning Scooter and the LLC's box, is because a lot of stuff Hartley was selling was stuff that could go in self-care boxes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Same with
Mhm.
a lot of what Giovanni was selling the other day
So-
was either self-care or vitamins.
Yes, I do source.
Where'd you find that?
Walking on this side, going straight that way.
That goes to an antique piece of glass.
Did.
Went to a candy dish.
I mean,
I can
I've
show
got the
you. Give
dish.
me a second.
I've got it wrapped. In
Oh,
one of
you
the
got it
boxes.
wrapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can show you the candy dish later.
It's Indiana glass is where it came from.
yeah, on the bridge, I found a snake.
Hey, Selena's home, right?
I
Yeah.
think
Dollar
I
item.
haven't spoke to her in a couple of days.
I'm gonna set it up there.
I see a snake in this freaking wall.
All right, so we did Ashley's. What's today? The 7th?
Yes.
No, it's
No,
the
6.
6th.
Sorry.
No, you're
Sorry,
fine.
7/6, not 7/7.
7/6,
I wrote that
2025.
date enough today. I should know it. Be right back.
You're fine. So, and then Ashley's. So, yeah, I apologize. My head has not been in the game again. Just trying to clear out the back here behind me. I looked at Mister and said, "Would you just bring me a trash can?" Because I'm just really at that point. I need things to move faster than they're moving. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go down. It was nice sharing the fireworks with y'all for sure. That was Donna Lee. Yeah, Mr. and I, and of course, my brother from another mother went the 3rd in the evening and watched fireworks here. I would say it probably went on for 25 or 30 minutes. Of course, we wasn't there at the start of it. So, and then the 4th of July was business. So we didn't even celebrate the 4th. We didn't go watch a fireworks show. Yeah. And then there's Crack and Mary. I told
Hey,
you I'm
Giovanni.
still up in chat. Hey, Giovanni. I'm up in chat. I'm coming down, y'all. Crack and Mary's number is 45. Donna Lee's is 12.
Yep.
And Donna Lee says she loves the lava lamp behind me. That's an MCM one. The only condition issue it's got is the lid for the top. Not the part that seals, but the
plastic.
The plastic aesthetics is the only thing missing.
That and the wax is diluted.
Well,
if you notice, it'll bubble after it sits on for a while.
Right, but it's because it's an MCM.
I mean, it's
every MCM
like, yeah,
gets to that point.
I mean, it still works. It's just got to finish eating up.
And then Donna Lee says, Dollar Tree here since 2 years ago hasn't been $1. I know up in Canada now, I don't know all the providences if it's like rolled out. I imagine by now it has, but I guess they went to $1.50 long before we went to $1.25. I ain't got a problem with, we'll use this for instance, this going up, another $1 or $2, right? But don't shrink the jar.
You'll understand in a minute when you get down to chat.
Okay.
I'm just making life easy so you don't have to get up.
And Myra's trying to behave today, y'all, and stay with the clean jokes. All right, Buying Space, tell me why Mr. Clean's head is bald. Now I'm gonna have to go last series because I forgot, but I know it's a clean joke.
I've heard the dirty version of that joke.
Cold shower time. Oh yeah, for sure. And then I think I probably jumped or missed something because Donna Lee said, "So I'm going to be police. I was sheriff's posse writer 10 years ago. Wish him best through schooling." So what? Tomorrow? No. this week, this coming week, is his 3rd week in the police academy.
It's the actual 5th week of the police academy.
It's actually the 5th week, but because he's dual, meaning his first contract is honored first, which is with the United States Army. He's actually, well, he shouldn't be 2 weeks behind now. He should be close to only being a week or less. So he's definitely had some highs and lows with, starting 2 weeks late. But it sounded like the other day, I mean, he called and they had a really great day. Did ride-alongs.
Mm-hmm.
The only part he hasn't enjoyed in the moment, I don't think most people would, is being the dispatcher. Because apparently, they
in the
bring
South, them all in so they get to learn what dispatch goes through, how busy dispatch get, and what the calls are like coming from out to them versus them just hearing it on a radio. Well, they're getting to see it all.
I think, I don't know other places because we've got people we grew up with who are either married into the police or law enforcement. We'll just say in law enforcement in general. But that's not the stuff we would talk about as far as, what their training was. It was just, are they doing well and all of that stuff? Or are they still on track? Is this really, coming to fruition as far as, because there's washouts no matter what, and there's a reason why people wash out. People find out hopefully sooner than later that's not meant for them, because joining the military doesn't matter what branch, joining law enforcement,
it's all kind
it's a lifestyle. Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
And our kid has done extremely well with the structure side of the
later
military.
Jessica, I'm sure she's gone for now, but it's all right.
He's done remarkably well with the structure side of the military. His problem has been the fact that he's just in the wrong MOS for the military.
Right. And I would say his only real struggle with the police academy is, he's a soldier. And so the military has their way of doing things. And so the seniority, right? Because he's an NCO for the Army. There's steps that need to be done. Well, on the civilian side of law enforcement, they just do things differently than the Army does.
Well, they told him that they like the idea that he's military, because now that they understand he's military, they know. You tell him, all right, so today you're going to go get in the cruiser, you're going to go drive around, you're going to take calls, you're going to do all this.
Remember, we just don't discuss locations.
I know. And at the end of the day, you're going to come back here, you're going to do your paperwork. That's how the military does things, is they lay your whole day out. They tell you what you're going to do.
Now, y'all, for y'all that are familiar with us and being a military family, you get OPSEC. I will tell you on the military side, doesn't matter branch, just military in general, everyone, mainly, I know it's been drilled into the soldiers, but we're talking the last 14 to 21 days have been told we need to zip our freaking lips. Loose lips sink ships, and typically that runs for the Navy, but it's true with any branch. And so I'm actually surprised that a lot of our people that we've been tied to for decades haven't been reaching out, freaking out. But of course, I think they know by now.
They were told that those certain people, the ones you're talking about, were told if the whole world went to flood, they would be one of the first people that got contacted.
Yep, they just have to pay attention to my presence. Past that, I can't break OPSEC, and so I won't. But I've got my way of doing things without saying a word. All right, so Kraken Mary was F. So I just had that in my hand. Here it is on the laptop. All right, so Crack and Mary, you're getting glass and or stone. And it says love, so it's inscribed love. It is silver tone. Now, I will tell you, the reason why I said glass or stone is because there's a lot of imitators out there. So I will tell you that this item should be rose quartz, so the lighter stone. The purple part, which is coming through my screen as purple, that's amethyst.
You couldn't have picked a better
And
letter out
the
there.
red stone, that's garnet. Now, whether they're real stones or they're man-made, I'm going to tell you, they look real to me, but I've not tested them. So it is a stretch. Now, with that said, if this breaks, I'll pick something else. So I generally do this because if the material is dry,
They shatter.
they shatter, and I'd rather it bust on me than it get to anyone. But yeah, so it's a stretch bracelet, and I mean, if it's real stone, and it probably is because I know where it came from. But again, I haven't tested it, so we're just gonna say it's glass.
So yeah, Donna Lacey, our kid that's training to be a police officer, he doesn't qualify for any of the military benefits because he's never been on any sort of mission or deployment.
Right.
So when he gets out, because he's National Guard, when he gets out, he put his time in serving our country. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, he earned his title, American Soldier.
Yep.
Past that, he will receive certain benefits, but a great deal of them require that you have a mission/deployment.
He gets
And
his college and stuff like that if he wants it, because that's all part of just signing.
well, he gets up to, they're all allocated up to a certain amount. Once they complete their mission, which they're all supposed to complete one per contract, but he took his oath the day before the 2020 election, and here he is again, and still, he was promoted to Nancy O several months ago, moved a unit several months ago, and so his unit that he trained with and built all that camaraderie with is actually on rotation over the course of, I think it's the next 36 months. So, anything's possible in the world of life right now. All right, this was for Crack and Mary, right?
Mm-hmm. And then we'll just set it down in this basket.
You're fine.
Oh, no, I've got a box with it.
So, I want to do some praise reports, y'all. It can't always be negative, right? I try not to always be negative. I really try to, because it's easy to get in the funk of seeing everything through a cloudy lens. 7, 6, 25. And it was F that she chose. I'm just putting this way for my own stuff. We had 17 invoices for the week and 18 packages. A great majority of those were paid on time.
I got a wall over here.
And I'll have to say, the thing with being on YouTube and selling is you're selling to your friends. And I remember our friends in Kentucky. Remember when they was in Colorado? And we was friends before business. And something was said one day about having friends in business, and the two don't really mix. They really don't, because here at the end of the day, for the most part, we've got a good thing going. But when people want to misbehave and it affects other things, it just gets tricky. So I would say anyone that's on YouTube selling has a greater responsibility because, I mean, typically they're selling to their friends. I'll tell you, it's a blessing and a curse. And the curse side almost won this weekend. I just really wanted to throw my hands up in there, and I probably should have. I might have felt better. All right, I'm just going to keep going down in chat. Giovanni, welcome in. And then Donna Lee's late husband was a disabled vet. When he passed, now she gets his pension for everything. So Donna Lee, interesting enough, my mother's father, he died while under contract, meaning he did not die in the line of duty for our country, but he died while he was under contract. My uncle, similar to my brother from another mother, in all aspects except for the my uncle had epilepsy. My grandmother had it as well. Trying to think of how old he was when my grandfather died. I would say he was probably between 8 and 11 years old. When my uncle located him, long story, back in the day, located him and got him out of an asylum, because that's what people do with people who they seen as less
Strange.
than, right? And my uncle's was because he had epilepsy, so they put him in an asylum, and it took almost a year for my uncle, my dad's brother, to find him, and it took 6 months for them to get him out of it, and that was good money back in the day. I know there's a point to this, but the train just left the
Choo choo.
off the station.
Hey Robin, pick a letter, E through P.
Yeah, there it went. I'm not even gonna get it back. I just had to look at Donna Lace. So I don't know, and no one's alive that could tell me, because they're all gone now.
Hey Scooter.
But my uncle, because he was a dependent, and then of course he was disabled he was disabled all his life. He received. My grandfather died in 1977, same year as is the king of rock and roll. My uncle passed away in 2015, and he received military benefits, so the pension, up until his death. So the military can be a really great thing, it really can, but it could be a very hard thing as well. I would say, regardless if it's LEOs, so law enforcement, or if it's military, regardless of branch, I would say that it's a lifestyle. It really is. You cannot separate them. You really can't. I mean, you can't just shut that switch off. Let's see. It's 7-6.
I got you, Robin. I
25.
brought it over.
Which one was this out of?
P.
So, Robin, the reason why I'm showing you all this is you'll see the date, right? I mean, that's only the 2nd, but it could have been last month. So, I appreciate you doing this, mister. So then we can... Is Robin's box sealed? No, because I haven't done postcards yet. Y'all, if you've ordered something from me for the past, you know that I put a note in there. Typically, it's a postcard of sorts. I don't do postcards until people pay their orders, and I'll tell you why. A lot of my materials, if I use them, and I end up having to bust a box open, if I've already written on it, it doesn't make no sense. So Robin,
What is a cow's favorite day of the week?
Saturday,
Moon day.
Monday. All right,
Monday.
Monday. All right, so it's gold tone, probably a full pearl. So you've got a brooch here, and it's gold tone. I do not see a mark, but and it doesn't appear to be. Yeah, it's not vintage. Let's see. There it is. But anyways, Robin, this will be going in your shipment this week that comes to you, hun. And a little something, something. For everyone that paid their invoices over the weekend, I want to thank y'all. I was kind of perplexed about coming alive before we went on Black Widows because, for one, just dealing with a lot of emotions over the last week and the last several, to be honest, and hormonal rage because, I am down to over-the-counter meds except for 2, possibly 3 medications right now. Yeah, they still haven't got my insurance worked out.
Can't call them until tomorrow to find out.
Right. Yeah, because, they're only open apparently 8 to 5. Welcome in, Scooter Renee. Welcome in, girl. So, yeah. Hey, anyone that purchases, regardless if you purchase with me, can you just maybe share? What do you like better? Do you like, having the fact that you have 3 to 4 sales a week with the channel before they invoice you? So then you can combine shipping? Or do you have channels that maybe invoice for the items every night? Is that helpful? I'm almost at an impasse of what to do to slow down wasting our resources and materials. And my biggest ones are time because I can't get it back. Not complaining, just explaining. And
you're at 5:43.
We're at 5:43 already.
Yeah.
The vets get treated horribly. They do.
They do. We have a family friend. The kid's actual godfather fell out of a tree and turned his ankle to cornflakes. Essentially, that's what the doctor called it. Was cornflakes. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have the balls on the side of his ankle anymore.
That didn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. But you know how your ankle's got the 2 nubs on each side? His doesn't have that anymore. It's just straight. They went in and just plated it and called it good. Instead of actually fixing it, they just, here you go. Learn to walk with it stiff.
Yeah, he don't have any ankle joint, nothing. But to be fair, he fell 38 feet. So by all rights, he should have died.
It's just because he knew how to control his fall.
But, oh yeah, he said on the way down, he realized he was screwed. Mm-hmm. And all that.
He controlled it the best he could.
He just said a prayer, and when he hit, he rolled. So
he was military too, so they were trained how
to take falls. In turn, the VA did what the VA does, which is, patch you up as quick and as cheap as possible. And Donnelly said, because I only read part of that was only one sentence, says, so I'm going to read it entirely, says the vets get treated horribly. Have only VA doctors, but sources can go anywhere, and that's true. But it's also difficult because they'll prove, especially see out here, we're so far from the VA hospital that veterans out here can get certain services. However, those providers may not get paid for 6 to 9 months at a time. So it's really up to the provider if they opt to treat a vet or not, because they may go 6 to 9 months without payment.
All right, 5:45.
Ready? Yeah, no pay anywhere for meds or anything, but she is not a vet. It kills me how they get treated. My uncle served honorably, did his full contract. We're talking multiple contracts to be career. He was career military, and then of course he was so high up that even though he was retired, he wasn't retired, right? And they still, yeah. I mean, he's got uncontrollable blood pressure and all that, and they have no good answers. My best guess is it's like Agent Orange or anything else. It's their exposure while overseas, because like for him, he was a Gulf War veteran. A lot of things that the news didn't tell y'all, tell us. I was a young child during the Gulf War.
I was in 5th grade.
I do remember seeing the oil fields burning, but never took it into context to what that was. The ammunitions they were blowing up, that was all done with them right there. So it could be anything. All right, y'all. Yeah, spouses. All right, y'all, we are going to end. I don't have an intro and outro I've been using because I need to hardwire my computer in, but it's deciding on whether or not it wants to work. So we're just going to exit, and we're going to head over to the Black Widow's web. I'm not sure who's all there, who will be there, but I'm sure it's going to be a great crowd. I would say you don't want to miss it because yeah, we got some pretty amazing stuff. I don't mean just stuff here. I mean for others that'll be coming on as well. So thank y'all for being here. Have a great evening. And if we don't catch you over there, we'll catch you in another chat. FYI, I'll probably come back on later on my channel, and we're going to do an unboxing of Scooter Renee LLC. Laters, y'all.